Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you all hear me in the back? Okay. I first of all, thank you, Reverend Sheila, and the ministers in training. Every time I stand before you, I feel so incredibly honored to be here. So thank you for taking your time to come and share the love. Well, this piece that I wrote, I entitled From Victim to Victory. And like many of you, when I first came to Harmony, I was sick, lost, and alone. I felt disconnected, disappointed, and disgusted. Pain was my constant companion. Everything about me spelled victim. I was a victim to my diseases. I was a victim to my environment. I was a victim to my life. I was a victim to myself. I even spotted a V that was stamped over my heart and over my forehead to remind me how much of a victim I was. I was a card-carrying member of the pity, poor little old me and my pitiful life. Boo-hoo. But even within all this, I intuitively knew that from the path of victim was the reward of victory. I knew the path would be difficult, sometimes feeling perilous, but I knew it was attainable. Now, a victim is defined as one who is harmed or killed by another, or a living creature slain and offered as a sacrifice during a religious rite. How many times have you felt at some point you were the sacrificial lamb? Or a victim is a person who is tricked, swindled, or taken advantage of. How often have we felt bamboozled? Can we say bail out? I don't know about you, but somebody needs to bail me out. You know, my creditors would love for someone to bail me out. But nevertheless, we are bailing out an industry who spends $1 million to redecorate an office. How many homeless children could be fed and clothed with that $1 million? Now, within this, one thing you have to understand about being a victim is that we choose to carry the past with us. And it makes it almost impossible for us to move forward unencumbered. We accumulate more and more stuff that we carry into the future with us. The stuff we accumulate is not only our personal stuff, but it's our collective consciousness stuff. Our baggage gets mighty heavy as we hold on to it with dear life. Now, Thomas Hardy said, once a victim, always a victim. And this is only true if you choose to make it true. As a victim, we adopt our ego-based story and we hold on to it. Thus, we hold on to the mental, emotional, and physical stuff which consists of assorted diseases, old wounds, missed opportunities. We carry a lot of woulda, coulda, shoulda. We, which is our ego, can't be defined any other way. We associate our story with who we are. According to Eckhart Tolle, in A New Earth, a powerful spiritual practice is to consciously allow the allow the diminishment of ego. What it is we take away the power of our egos. And this means when someone criticizes, blames, or calls you a name, instead of immediately retaliating or defending oneself, do nothing. This is for all the Harriets in the world. Don't do anything. Allow yourself and your self-image to remain diminished. Okay. How do you say it?
Diminished.
Diminished. Thank you. I love audience participation. and become alert to what that feels like deep inside you. Now, someone has just called you all kinds of names. And needless to say, it's going to feel very uncomfortable. But as you let those words seep in, you realize that it really doesn't have a lot of impact. That you let it just flow within your body, within your ego. And then you realize nothing is dismissed. I won't use that word again in this sentence. When you are seemingly, that word, in some way, okay, realize that there is nothing that has been taken away from you. And that's the whole point, that no matter what someone says, does, or thinks, it does not take anything away from you. As Reverend DJ always tells us, what people think about us is not our business. And it is really true. So when you can go into a position that says, no matter what anyone feels about me, I am whole, I am confident, I am loved. And so when you come to this point, then you step into your true power. You're now able to shine your light. This is what Jesus means when he says turn the other cheek. He doesn't mean to stay a victim and stay in that victim role. What he's saying is to recognize that you are more than your personal power. Your personal story. Nothing in your past can prevent you from being in the present, no matter how painful your past may be. Now, as a society, we are also locked into the idea of victimhood. We are victims of poverty, racism, economics, sexism, religious persecution, and political oppression. Those that have different sexual orientations are vilified. We, as a people, have felt impotent to change our lives. But now we are awakening to the belief that we can change our society and end our collective misery. To end this misery, we have to start with taking responsibility for our stuff. There is only so much whining and complaining people will take. Then they want you to do something about your circumstances or shut up. There must come a shift in our thinking before even the smallest changes will happen. First, we must define the illusions we have in our lives and then break free from those illusions, personally and collectively. For those of us that wish to see changes in our families, in our neighborhoods, and in our government must first see the changes in ourselves. It takes courage to take personal responsibility for our actions. In spite of personal setbacks and the rebuilding of your body, mind, and spirit, we are the architects of our lives. Dwight D. Eisenhower said, "What counts is not necessarily the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog."